Who will be the PBA King of the Lanes? Sean Rash currently wears the crown, but pros from two different tours are seeking to dethrone him, including Tournament of Champions winner Kris Prather, and from the PWBA, Gigi Mason. Those two are set to battle for the right to take down King Rash. Who will reign supreme? The PBA King of the Lanes is next on FS1. Welcome back, bowling fans, to the fifth of 6 shows from Bowlero in Jupiter, Florida. It's the final night of the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. By night's end, we will crown a new king or queen. Presenting His Royal Highness, the current King of the Lanes, Sir Sean of Rash. After impressive wins here last night over Bill O'Neill, Norm Duke, and Clara Guerrero, he's the King of the Lanes, at least for now. Here are the matchups. Great tonight. We start with the contenders, PBA Major Champion Kris Prather against young up-and-coming PWBA star Gigi Mason. The last bowler standing will be the king or queen of this show. Welcome back to Bowlero in Jupiter. Great to have with us bowling fans for live coverage here on FS1. This is Dave Ryan, joined by my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Randy Peterson. Randy, it's really all about Sean Rash. Almost had his 31st career 300 game here in this building last night. Would have been his 3rd perfect game on TV in his career. Came up just short. But the bottom line is the contenders trying to get to Sean will have a lot to contend with tonight, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been all about Sean Rash ever since he took the lanes in this competition. And it started with the King of the Lanes match against Norm Duke. Norm was the reigning king. And then Sean needed 2 strikes and 8 pins in the 10th frame to beat Norm, and he did just that. Clara Guerrero graced our set with her elegance and skill set as she upset Jacob Buttriff in her match. She was a plus 400 underdog. Could have made a few bucks betting on Clara last night. And then Clara unfortunately had to face this guy right here. Super hot Sean Rash, 289 in that match, and Sean was just unbeatable. He's the most dominant king since Wes Malott wielded his tyranny across the land. In Sean's 3 games on television, he's averaged 269. And oh, by the way, Rhino, he is a perfect 17 for 17 on the right lane. He has not missed on that lane in this competition.
Wow, Sean Rash has been amazing. He's joined now by Kimberly Pressler sitting upon his royal throne, Your Highness.
So, Sean, before the show, I saw you sitting on the throne, doing some social media, talking on the phone. You look mighty comfortable over here. So how confident are you coming into tonight after last night's spectacular 289 finish?
Yeah, I bowled really good last night, and hopefully that confidence and ball reaction carries on to tonight. I've got great competitors that are going to try to dethrone me, but I'm going to enjoy this as long as I can, and hopefully it's all night.
Well, you got a great seat to watch that first match, and good luck in yours.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Sean looks good, doesn't he? Here are the odds to win, provided by Fox Bet. They have Kris Prather as the favorite at -1,000. Gigi Mason plus 500, the underdog here in this match tonight.
Okay.
24-year-old Gigi Gazmine Mason, an All-American at Nebraska, 2-time PWBA regional title holder. And folks, you got to check out her shoes. Mom Danielle did her shoes, and Gigi says that Mom is a bona fide bling artist.
They are spectacular.
Gigi,
Yes,
how you
sir.
feeling?
Great.
It's good to see you. Welcome.
Thank you.
What's your game plan for tonight?
Honestly, I'm really just trying to keep it simple. You know, hit the pin in the front and just spare, and hopefully that's enough to move on to the next round.
Love that strategy. Good luck, Gigi.
Thank you.
I saw Gigi bowl in youth tournaments. There's those shoes. Mom Danielle, you did a great job. Saw her bowl in some junior gold tournaments when she was 15, 16, and she just stood out above everyone else.
Gigi's night underway. Left
Get it.
lane.
Oh.
No tap on the 10 with a scout across the deck. So a 10-pin conversion here for Gigi Mason. Originally from Providence, Rhode Island. Now lives in Cranston.
Head pin to the sidewall and goes in front of the 10.
Just missed it.
Yeah. Nice opening shot, though.
Two PWBA Regional Tour titles to her credit. Young talent on the women's tour. Across lane, has her mark.
Well done. We saw her at the CP3 event last year. Kris Prather, some call him Shark Clark. Shark Kent. I call him Chris Moneymaker. Made $100,000 at 2019 PBA playoffs and then another $100,000 this year at the Tournament of Champions. Guy's a human ATM machine.
In big events, he has come up big. Won the Strike Derby in this building a couple weeks back. Kris Prather, just outside Chicago, originally from Pensacola, so a Sunshine State guy. TOC winner this year. Nice start, right lane. Couple days off for Kris. Some of the other PBA stars after the PBA Tour Finals this weekend. He told us pre-match he's ready, Randy.
Yeah, well, I think I wouldn't get any argument from any of the players on the tour if I were to say that Kris Prather is definitely top 5 material.
Wow. First crack at the left lane. That's a high shot, and it's the big 4 for Kris Prather.
Using 2 different bowling balls. That one he gets inside a target, and he pays for it with the big 4. Remember what happened last night? Clara Guerrero, huge underdog, upsets
Jacob Buttriff.
Yeah, upsets Jacob Buttriff. And see if Gigi can take advantage of this opening early on.
How will the youngster respond? Let's find out. 14-pin lead on the bench and working on a spare her second frame here. Look at those shoes. I mean, they are extraordinary.
Read it. Yes.
Yeah, nice shot. You think anybody at home's pulling for Gigi right now? How about like 99%? Everybody's pulling for Gigi except Kris Prather's wife and family. Beautiful. Look at these lines right here. I loved how that left arm is out in front, and then obviously the great knee bend in position at the foul line.
Gigi almost didn't attend Nebraska. It was her 5th and final visit. And at her dad's urging, because she had made the commitment, decided to go. Left lane, it does. All 10 back for Gigi Mason. And what a career in Lincoln. 4 appearances in the national championship, 1 title, and All-American status. It's really an incredible story. She said to her dad, I'm tired of these visits. Let's not do this last one.
Take a look at Kris Prather's arsenal. Hustle Inc. on the right lane and Hustle PBR on the left.
Does Kris Prather have an answer? Yes.
Big numbers here. Big numbers, 20 miles an hour and 450 rev rate. Right over third arrow. Out to about 8 and back.
Kyle Troop won that event this year. Left lane for Kris. He said it was better. He was right. All 10 back to the pit. Great shot. Frustrated by his early mistake, but it was early. Plenty of time. Gigi looking for the turkey here. And a 24-pin lead.
A lot, please.
2-4.
You can see how wide that was of the last shot that she struck on. And just not enough friction on that part of the lane to get back to the pocket. Luckily, it's just the 2-4, not the 2-4-10.
Business information minor at Nebraska. Studied accounting there.
Lost her mic pack.
Whoops. We'll get that fixed for you. No problem. Played for legendary coach Bill Straub at Nebraska, who retired last year. Paul Klempa, longtime assistant, has taken that program over. And Gigi said in her first year, she learned so much. She wasn't even the starting Baker 5 to begin her career at Nebraska. Worked out pretty well for her. There's the king.
Sean,
Hi, guys.
You look real comfy.
I am. It's, Wes did a really good job breaking this chair in. Norm did a better job. And it's nice to sit over here for a little bit.
How's your back feeling?
It's sore today, but you know what? Athletes, they fight through injuries, and we're going to fight through it a couple more hours tonight.
Atta boy.
His Majesty observes from his throne. 2-4, knocks it down. Nicely done. Cover for Gigi.
Yeah, so if she looks familiar, you saw her back in 2019. The Celebrity Clash. Yeah, Chris Paul sends him to the sidelines. Tyler Crispin. Well, this guy actually bowled a bit. You could tell with that release. And there's Gigi congratulating the winner.
That's
Tyler Crispin.
A little stare down from Chris Paul, wasn't there? He's pretty competitive. Left lane, Gigi comes through. Big strike. There's a little celebration. A 12-pin lead. Prather works on a strike, though, in his 5th frame.
You can cut it to 2 with a strike here.
Last year or so has been just spectacular for Kris Prather. PBA playoffs, big money.
Pick up.
TOC this year, looking good there in the right lane.
He's got one of the best hands in the game, and he can do a lot with a bowling ball, and this shot here is beautiful. Watch how his hand goes straight through the back end of the bowling ball right there. And then that position at the foul line, it's like you could put a plate of food on his head and it wouldn't fall.
Third on the PBA Tour points list after the World Championship. So you're right, top 5, no question. Great young talent. Shows us why with a strike on the left lane. And he's got the lead. Underway, Randy, in Jupiter, Florida at Bowlero. King of the Lanes, our final night of coverage on FS1. Gigi Mason, Prather try to unseat the king tonight. The PBA on FS1 is brought to you by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news at a located bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. And by Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low right now. With incredibly low rates from Guaranteed Rate, you could save big money on your mortgage. Visit rate.com today. Great bowling here. FS1 rolls on tonight from Jupiter, Florida. Mason and Prather head-to-head. Gigi,
Yes.
all 10 back, big strike, takes the lead back.
Yeah, nice shot by Gigi. And while we have a second, I want to give a shout out to our dear friend and PBA Hall of Famer, Del Ballard Jr., who's currently in the hospital after undergoing a procedure. Del, we love you. We miss you. We wish you the best and a speedy recovery, my friend.
Well said, partner.
Thank you.
Get well soon, Dell. We're pulling for you. Only 24 years old, Gigi won the national title freshman year, started out of the starting 5 that season, and improved so much. Single pin spare conversion here that she worked her way up to the leadoff bowler spot on a title team in one season. Amazing. She had a good chat with Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick, superstar on the women's tour and legend of the women's game. Kelly emphasized to Gigi, don't think about what you do wrong or don't do well. Think about your strengths. Thought that was great advice. There's the mark.
Hey, Kris, if you would, give us an insight as to what you try to do with your hand at release on both of these lanes.
Yeah, I'm pretty much playing them the same. I'm just throwing 2 different bowling balls. And right now I'm just trying to stay up the back of it pretty good so that way I can control the pocket. Even though the pattern is a little bit easier than what we typically bowl on, they're sparking off the end of the pattern pretty good, so I'm just trying to control that by being up the back of it.
Thanks, Kris.
Yep.
Hand up the back, that gets the ball to roll more end over end, and it controls down lane motion. The more the ball rotates sideways, the more violent the reaction is going to be down lane.
It's fantastic on lane live access. Kris pops out the earpiece. Good stuff, guys. I mean, that's fantastic stuff. All right, Prather down by 1 pin here, 7th frame. We're in crunch time, looking for the 5-bagger. They take the lead by 9. Big shot, Prather, right lane, yes. This week, Fox Saturday Baseball is back. The Cubs clash with the Brewers at 1. The Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. And the Yankees face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with a special tripleheader Saturday only on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Hey, did you know who the Dodgers picked up, right? Who's a heck of a bowler, who's bowled the World Series of bowling. Yeah, he's a guy by the name of Mookie Betts.
Pretty good.
Go Blue.
Oh my God, I did it again.
You didn't like it. That's why. Really
Twice.
high shot.
You literally just have to get it off your hand.
3, 6, 7, 10. Tough conversion, Randy.
Yeah, he's got to get the ball to the right side of the 3-pin and try to cut this 3 over into the 7. The ball will take out the 6 and 10.
So stupid.
He was on a 5-bagger. He's going to lose pins and count and could possibly have another open frame right here.
Huge conversion attempts. Can't get it done. 7 stands, open frame. Trouble for Kris Prather.
Well, this is a big opportunity now for Gigi. See if she can take advantage of another opening given to her by Kris Prather. Her errant shots have been too far to the right, and they've come up light.
8th frame works on a spare. Big shot, yes. All 10 into the pit. Those pins had no chance. And Gigi inching closer to a possible win. It's going to come down to the wire.
Beautiful shot here. It was a little more up the lane, if you will, not as quite as far to the right, and it ends up in a perfect spot. She sets up the 10th frame here. If she strikes here, she cannot be shut out by Kris Prather.
It has to be close.
Lane, the 10, everything but go down for Gigi. Man, tough break.
I'm over here about to floss.
Well, a little unlucky here. She gets it just a pinch wide, and then there's the 9.5.
The odds to win provided by Fox Bet. Kris Prather at -1,000, the heavy favorite. +500 for Gigi Mason. the underdog entering the match here tonight.
Oh, God.
She missed the 10-pin. Oh, no.
Golden opportunity wasted by Gigi, and now Kris Prather can just slam the door shut. It's not over yet, but Kris Prather, with a double and good count, will advance to take on Rash. If Prather does not double, Gigi can double in the 10th and still win.
Oh, those single pin spare conversions.
Oh.
New life, Kris Prather in this match. Didn't like it, but all 10 into the pit.
Thank you.
He's got a little bit of the lefts going right now. Both of his splits were left of target and both on the left lane.
No fans here in attendance. King of the Lanes. Bowlero, safety first on the PBA Tour, and all of us at FS1. Everyone social distancing for safety. Left lane for Prather. That's a lot better.
Got it right, it got back, and that's game. Just needs good count. This one, he made sure he didn't get it left and got into that switch zone, mixes them up nicely. And just one more good shot away from taking on the reigning king, Shawn Rash.
Eight pins needed. He'll get all 10 and get a win over Gigi Mason. So struggles for Kris with a couple of open frames, but in the end, enough to beat Gigi Mason in the contender match. And Shawn Rash, as the king of the lanes entering this show, will take on Prather head-to-head. It'll be a great match. Great to see Gigi Mason out here. Guerrero bowling so well from the PWBA Tour here last night. Knocked off Jacob Buttriff before falling to fellow Wichita State alum Shawn Rash. One of the bright young stars of the game right here, Gigi Mason. Bowling center's closed in Rhode Island for a long time. She actually sent an email to the governor's office, just hoping, of course, with social distancing, that some of the bowling centers could be open again. Get out and practice. So until recently, she was not on the lanes. Just working out at home, doing as much as she could to stay game ready.
That was great having her.
Good bowling, bro.
Disappointing ninth frame for her. It made all the difference in this match.
You.
I mean, she was right there in it. And then that 10 pin and then the miss.
$231.94 is the final. Prather will take on Shawn Rash.
Pretty good on that right lane. Just 2 errant shots on the left lane, and he had no spares in that game.
Let's go back to Kimberly.
I was just going to say that.
Thanks, Dave. Well, it's now time for Do You Know the Pros, sponsored by Go Bowling. Do you know which pro was actually a manager at Wendy's when he won his very first PBA Tour title? Was it Anthony Simonson, Matt Sanders, Andrew Anderson, or Kyle Troop? Chew on that one, and we'll give you the answer when the PBA King of the Lanes returns. Welcome back to PBA King of the Lanes. Tonight's question for Do You Know the Pros, presented by Go Bowling, is Which PBA pro was also a Wendy's manager when he won his first title? Was it Anthony Simonson, Matt Sanders, Andrew Anderson, or Kyle Troup? Let's find out.
You know, it really hit me that I could bowl for a living and really, do this as a career. Probably about 2016, the end of 2016. I'd already had one professional title, but I hadn't really made any other shows. And I was managing Wendy's at the time. That was kind of the moment where I gave it the full commitment, 100%, because this is how I'm going to make my living now, and I want to be successful at it.
And later tonight at FS1, whoever survives will sit as the king for the next show and await the contenders match. And how about it, Randy? PDW himself against Kyle Troup.
Can't wait for that matchup.
Just won the PBA Tour Finals in this building last weekend. When the dust settles, we'll crown one king. Won't be a queen. After Gigi Mason falls in a really good match, head-to-head with Kris Prather. It's Prather and Rash, and it's coming up next. Ready to resume. 2020 King of the Lanes on FS1. Bowlero Jupiter, Florida. Dave, Randy, Kimberly, our entire crew. The finale, RP, and what a match this is going to be. Rash Prather.
Sean Rash, the winner of the 2020 Summer Clash just about a month ago. And in this event, he's been spectacular with games of 262, 256, 289, and he has yet to miss striking on the right lane. I give you, Your Majesty, the King!
Long live the King, King Rash.
All right, take a shot. One at a time.
Sean Rash, 17 of 17 on the right lane. Kris Prather, 5 for 5. 22 for 22 combined. That's an amazing stat.
It's good math, Dave. Proud of you.
Here we go. Future Hall of Famer. Get started.
Nice. Sean, he's starting on the left lane, which means he's going to finish the match on the right lane. That left lane can get a little sneaky on the players. We've seen it break down and start to curve pretty good.
Good start.
3 titles and a major for Prather. Got a couple opens in that match. But survived against Gigi Mason. Doesn't like this one, but he likes the final result.
Well, Bill O'Neill knows exactly how that shot feels because Sean Rash threw one just like that against him. So nice break there, chips 2-8-10 out. And a good break to start this king match with Sean Rash. See the gold pin? Have you explained the gold pin yet?
Not in this show yet.
Well,
The go bowling, golden strike
Let's try to put this
pin.
one on
Any
wide.
player bowls a strike with a golden head pin in that position. Everyone in America, that's right, in America, gets a free game of bowling, courtesy of Go Bowl, if it's in a head pin spot. Hasn't been yet.
Got that one in
Eight-pin
the same
position
zip code this
there.
time.
Another strike for Prather. He's not too happy, Randy, but he's had a really nice start here.
Let's take a look at this shot here. That looked pretty good. Maybe he's still fuming over the shot on the right lane.
Rash looking for 18 for 18 in this event. Right lane, yes, indeed. He stays perfect. It's incredible bowling. Visit PBA.com to check out officially licensed PBA apparel and merchandise. Items include PBA hats, t-shirts, and custom jerseys, including replica jerseys of the PBA star players. And at PBA.com and click on the Shop PBA link to get shopping today.
That's where I'm shopping for your Christmas present, just
Are
so
you?
you know. Yeah.
Size large, please.
You're not a size large, Dave.
Left lane, try to stay perfect, yes.
Oh my. That had a little filth to it. Sean, what do you see on the lanes, and what's the biggest difference between right and left lane?
Well, they did a pretty good job of breaking the middle of the lane down on the left lane. So it's, you know, typical hooks a lot more in the middle of the lane, so I got to use some angle. I'm about 5 or 6 boards difference with my feet, a couple with my eyes. Just focusing on myself.
Oh, I threw it there again. Hey,
Well,
twice.
we're all going back for Kris, so I guess it's working out just fine because we're perfect here through 3.
I will eventually throw a good shot, America. Oh, I threw it there again.
What a great comment.
Hey, twice.
Tell you what, that'd be a really good shot for me.
Hasn't really been overly thrilled with his bowling yet. But perfect to this point. Left lane. Okay. 4 up, 4 down.
I'll just throw one good over there.
Well, I had a feeling this was going to be a pretty high-scoring affair, and it's shaping up to be just that. Rack shredder.
Perfect game so far for each. All right, so Rash back to that right lane. Hasn't missed yet. Here's his arsenal. Looks to stay perfect with a front 5. Not this time ringing 10 pin. The streak is over, Randy.
Wow.
Stopped. I heard something. Oh, good shot.
Pretty good shot. Wonder if the gold pin being in the 3-pin spot had anything to do with that. That pin is a little bit heavier than the other pins.
Cross lane has his 10 pin.
Great shot, Sean.
That's our guaranteed rate spare of the game, Randy.
Well, if you stay in control and get your lines right and the direction is correct, I guarantee you'll make the spare.
G. Mason missed a single pin spare conversion. Pretty much did her in that match with Prather. We saw Jacob Buttress struggle as well. His 10 pin. Former player of the year, Sean Rash.
Oh my God.
That needs to hook. Does. There's a lot of griping going on every time they do. They strike.
Oh, I'm still down a half. I'm down a half. You're up 2-1 on hitting the out of bounds to the right.
Shots keeping scores. To who's throwing the bad shots? He says that Prather's got him 2-1. Both on that right lane. Let's see what Kris can do now. On this right lane, he's got a couple wide right.
Right lane looks for the front 5. Prather not to be. 10
Wow.
pin again. Same thing that happened to Sean on the right lane a moment ago.
Spare 10-pin match. Remember, Prather started with the first 4. Identical to Sean Rash's shot right there on that right lane. And just when we were pumping everybody up about how good the players been on the right lane, they both go back-to-back ring 10s.
Well, we documented the perfection. This couldn't last. 10 pin has his mark. We got ourselves a great match here in Jupiter, Florida.
These two did have faced each other on television once before. It was at this year's Tournament of Champions where Kris Prather took down Sean Rash.
Prather left lane. Got it.
Shot there. Well, Prather's got a 10-pin lead, but max score all even at 279 apiece. We got us an old-fashioned barn burner going here, folks. Lots more to come from Jupiter, Florida. Stay with us.
The online graphics that you see on tonight's show, including the ball trace, are courtesy of Clutch Bowling.
Take a look at the position at the laydown. It's almost identical. At the arrows, pretty much the same. But Prather playing just a little bit more angle. He's got a higher rev rate, and so he can do that. But all in all, pretty close to being right on top of one another in terms of how they're playing this oil pattern.
Here comes Rash. Right lane. If any player bowls a strike with a golden head pin, everyone in America wins a free game of bowling by signing up at gobowling.com. Bowling centers across the country, making sure you feel safe and comfortable, working hard to get America bowling again.
Shawn Rash, make me proud. You want to hear it, the folks at home want to hear it, and I want to scream it. Go get us a strike.
We know, Randy. Hey, real quick, I just want to say I got a message this morning from a PBA Hall of Famer, Mr. Mark Roth, saying that he's been watching for the last 4 days. Extremely happy for all the guys out here. So this message is Mark. We love you and we miss you, and we're thinking of you.
One of the greatest ever, Mark Roth, my buddy. Such a beloved player, person. Mark Roth, the father of the power game. He originated that. He was the first one. Mark Roth, this is for you.
Oh, here we go, Shawn, trying for the free game for everybody. No, instead it's a 7-10 split.
Mark Roth did make it.
Oh, darn it.
Really? Really, Shawn?
Everybody wanted that, Shawn.
And now, Mark Roth did make this on TV, Shawn.
I need Mark's help.
No pressure or anything.
That was not what I was expecting. That was pretty good, especially at a commercial.
Wow.
All right, Mark, need a little love here.
Wow, they put a lot into that one. But no 7-10 split conversion. No free game, America. Sorry.
And that will make the sore back feel any better either. A big opening for Kris Prather as he's eyeballing the throne.
Come on, good shot.
Can't wait. Baseball's coming your way. Fox Saturday Baseball is back. Cubs clash with the Brewers at 1. Dodgers battle the Giants at 4. Yankees face the World Series champion Nationals at 7. Celebrate the return of baseball with a special triple header Saturday only on Fox. At Fox Sports app. 10-pin, a nudge, but it won't fall.
Wow, after all that nice carry to start, last two shots were not kind to Shawn Rash. Made some nice shots and doesn't have a strike to show for it. Pocket 7-10, and then this quitter 10-pin on him right here on the left lane. Prather, driver's seat right now, can get up, throw 2 more strikes, take a huge lead, increase it to 42 with a strike in the 7th and 8th.
.279 max score here. Kris Prather in great shape to take the crown and the robe and the scepter and the throne away from the king.
And the kingdom.
Everything
gone.
Right lane for Prather. Yes.
Beautiful shot.
Big strike. 32-pin lead.
Looked like he gave that one a little wrist at the bottom of the swing. And watch this here. I want to talk about a beautiful release. Look at that hand. Wow.
Just after winning the TOC, his first career major, climbing the ladder. And Columbus made that show as well. High shot this time. 8th frame trying to go up by 42 pins, so that's a game changer. Sean Rash still very much in this match. Covers 3-6-10. COVID-19 is limiting access to sports and play for millions of kids nationwide. That's why Fox Sports is teaming up with Good Sports to restore play and bring sports back to children in need through donations of brand new sports equipment. To learn how you can help keep kids in the game, visit goodsports.org.
Never know.
Hasn't missed the pocket yet this game, and he's currently shooting .207. Can strike out for .237, and that would force Kris Prather to double, either 9th and 10th or in the 10th frame. Got to have this one to have any chance of winning and retaining the throne.
The throne vacant for now.
Be good.
Want it to be good, it was.
Oh, that's
Really
why.
nice shot from Sean Rash left lane.
That was a ball change, Randy. Didn't know if you saw that.
I did not know that. Thank you, Sean. Sean made a ball change there. It was a good one. And the good news for Sean is that he gets to finish on the right lane. And I think that's the more predictable of the two. Now, Prather, 2 strikes in the next 2 shots, and he will rule the kingdom.
The kingdom of bowling. Foundation frame.
One more.
All 10 in the pit for Kris Prather, moving in on the victory over Sean Rash. Striking 6, and he has got it.
If he doesn't strike on this ball,
Not to move anywhere.
Sean Rash can still win. Go.
It did go. Big shot for Prather.
One more.
Just needs 6. He'll have the win. Over 15-time tour title of Sean Rash and dethrone the king.
Great shot here. Made the adjustment after going high. Executes perfectly. And he's just 1 shot away from taking the throne. There you go. Done. It's a good thing that wasn't the shot before it.
That's right. He gets 8, gets the win. Kris Prather is the new king.
And as the new king, his first order of business is to whisk that man down to the dungeon. Away with him. We have a new king.
Guards, guards, take him away.
Pocket 7-10. Couldn't have happened at a better time for Kris Prather.
I think we might be overdoing it.
No, I don't think so. I can never get enough of that. It's great. Sean, was a great run. And, well, I'll tell you what, you never miss the pocket. That pocket 7-10 and the 10-pin behind it. And another one.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
How good you bowled this game.
Yep. Bowled great and shot 2-teen if he covers this.
See that guy in the back practicing there?
Yeah.
That's none other than PDW getting ready.
Yeah.
In our next show at 9 Eastern, taking on young superstar Kyle Troop, the pro with a pro. Looking to pick it out head-to-head against PDW. That's going to be a great match coming up. Kris Prather is 1 match away from being the 2020 King of the Lanes.
Great ball.
Got a new king here, Randy. All hail. King Prather. The throne and the crown have changed hands in Jupiter, Florida.
Off with his head!
The PBA on FS1 is brought to you by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news at a located bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. And by Guaranteed Rate. Mortgage rates are historically low right now. With the incredibly low rates from Guaranteed Rate, you could save big money on your mortgage. Visit rate.com today. We have a new king. It's Kris Prather, joined by Kimberly.
All right, so Kris, you were pretty vocal in both your matches, and I'm not thinking that it was good vocal. You seemed a little upset, so how would you describe your performance?
Slightly above par for the most part. Basically, every time that I threw it poorly, it never had a chance to strike except for the first couple shots against Sean on the right lane. But I was matched up and got very, very fortunate towards the end there where he pocket 7-10 and then flat 10.
Well, you did walk away with the win and the crown, so you can go ahead and take a seat on that throne because you won't have to defend it at least for a few more minutes. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Kimberly, King Prather, thanks. Stay tuned as the PBA King of the Lanes continues right here next on FS1. Troop and PDW, the contenders match, the winner to take on the King to see who is the 2020 PBA King of the Lanes. Great to see Gigi Mason from the PWBA Tour here tonight in Jupiter, Florida. Now for the entire crew, Kimberly Presley, Randy Peterson, Dave Ryan saying so long for now from Jupiter, Florida. Kris Prather knocks off King Rash, and now he is royalty on the PBA Tour. Prather will take on the winner of Troop and Weber, which is next here on FS1. And then we will have a final 2020 King of the Lanes.